like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
That's crazy. So, women, you admit to the intentional abuse, then? Huh?
Y'all supposed to be the leader, so I don't know why you not.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
Oh my God!
And you know what's crazy? I guarantee you, every single one of them has a story like that. Maybe not 13 years, but they've strung along somebody at some point in their life.
And you know what's funny, Hamp, throughout all of this? You see, this is what society has told women, that when a man and a woman is in an imbalanced power situation, and when a man uses his powers to deceive a woman, he's a dog, he's a snake, he is the lowest form of anything that walks the face of the earth. But when they do it, he's the leader, or he should have known, or
man's got a point.
The signs was there, just like when we was at Lydia's, and that light-skinned bitch, I was going in on her. And what did she do when she couldn't take the smoke no more? She called out Uber and she left as soon as you walked over to the table. And not only that, the bitch blocked me on Instagram because she knew I was going in on that.
Wow,
that bitch owed coochie credit. You see what this is what society has told women. He's a dog. He's a snake.
Do you talk to the women like that when you're on dates with them? Because you're gonna talk yourself out some pussy for real.
Well, wait, see, that is irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. I can care two shits less about her. At the end of the day, what society has told women is this: he should have known. He's a leader. But we do it. We're dogs and snakes. This shit is ridiculous.
So, B, I will agree with you if that's what it takes. Women do waste men's time. Not all the time.
Don't agree because if that's what it takes.
No, what I'm saying, no, just take the statement for what it is. Women do waste men's time. Period. Like, it happens. It's not all the time, but it happens. Okay, but I think you need to think about maybe why some women do it sometimes. Like, have you thought about that at all?
No, I thought about when we're going to restore morals, integrity, and value back into society. What I thought about is when are women going to start being straight up, direct, and forward? Not saying that you 5 women are not, but what I am saying, well, with the exception of Sis, that she ain't up for it about a damn thing. But what I am saying is, when are we going to restore values and integrity back into society?
But I think
how about we be honest? How about we be honest? How about that?
Can you acknowledge that there's a difference between being attracted to somebody and being sexually attracted to them? That going into a date or something with a guy, especially for women, that's 2 different things. One can develop, you can be turned off from it. Like,
it's not complicated. Y'all are making this complicated.
But women are more complicated than men, though. So we're not making it complicated. It is complicated, and you can't just have like a blanket statement for it.
It's complicated because you want it to be complicated. All right, so let's do it your way. Hey, Chris, how are you? My name is Brian. I saw you from across the club. Would you like to go out on a date? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you. That's not complicated.
but you're not.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Point like
shit like that.
No,
that wasn't the conversation. The conversation was about you being out on a date with somebody, and you're talking about being sexually attracted. And we were basically saying, like, sometimes you don't know if you're sexually attracted to that person. You could be attracted to them physically, but then you get on the date, and the sexual part of it just either is not there or it can develop.
So then, like I said, if you dated in good faith and that just does not apply to you, I'm smoking. See, y'all are trying to flood the mud. Y'all
hold on.
No, I agreed with you. So, I said it happens, but I'm just trying to get you to acknowledge that there are
Mike,
other parts to it.
I was going to say, so physical attraction isn't sexual attraction to you? These are 2 different things?
No.
Explain.
It's not.
Someone could be good looking, but they may not be sexually attractive. Someone could be physically, aesthetically pleasing, but until they open their mouth,
exactly,
maybe they say something, it's just like, you know what, never mind.
So don't go out.
I kind of agree with B in that point, but to elaborate on the physical attractiveness and the sexual attraction, I definitely believe there's levels to it, because we can see a woman across the room who looks good, who looks great. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't necessarily mean we're sexually attracted to her. Like there's a girl who could walk in the room just by the way she walked. The walk is sexy. Now I got something. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm into it.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely levels to it because there's girls who I think are really pretty, but I'm not attracted to them.
Yeah.
And that goes back to my original point an hour ago. Literally, there's other ways of being attracted to someone, and I go on a date with you. It doesn't have to be sexual.
So B, I hate to put you on the seat. You direct question. Have you ever talked your way into some pussy?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever talked your way out of some pussy?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So then there's
But this isn't about that. But this isn't about that.
I hear you.
At the end of the day, if you are a female and I am a man, which I am and forever will be, and I approach you as a woman, and I say to you throughout the course of a conversation, let's go out on a date. And if you know for a fact as a woman you're not attracted to me, don't test the water to see where it's gonna go. Don't go out. That's
so
all.
to my previous point, B, to my previous point, if you acknowledge that you talked yourself out of some pussy, think about the last woman who owed you some, who got a little coochie debt with you. Did you talk yourself out of it?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
I gotta play devil's advocate here because if you talk yourself out of it, then does she still owe you? How about that? Better question. If a man talks himself out of the coochie, does she still owe him?
Did she date that man in good faith? See, I would have to ask these questions.
No, B. Here's why. But Chief's 2-part question also kind of is contrary to your point, because if you talked yourself into some pussy before, then you should go on that date to take that chance, that opportunity to talk yourself into some cheeks.
But it's for the woman. If she is not into me, do not go out.
How much?
If I'm talking in or out some cheeks is two totally different things.
Mike, see if your headphones are connected because you sound far away a little bit.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but just see if they're actually connected because it sounds like it's you talking through your computer.
Oh yeah.
Chief, you had a question?
No, I mean I'm just listening to the brother go with it, and I just think that if he can acknowledge that he talked himself out of some pussy. Now, if he's going on a date before and shorty that wasn't attracted to you, B, and you talked your way into it, should she have not gone?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So to Ham's point, it's
absolutely. Yeah, you should not have gone.
It can balance. Now, B,
absolutely, you should not have gone. You were not attracted to me. You should not have
B. All right, stop repeating the same points, please. Now, question. What about the question scrolling, B? Because I'm assuming that you think this is what's happening most of the time. That most women are intentionally using coochie credit?
I mean, with that, I can't say yes to that because there's millions of women. I would have to sit down and interview them all. I would just say it does happen. I that's all I can say. Are they intentionally using coochie credit? Okay, so to answer your question, if you know you're not attracted to me and you go out, then yes, you're intentionally using.
Are most women so banks do audits, right?
Absolutely.
They're not going to audit. They can't do their due diligence. They can't audit half of the mortgages, right? So they'll take samples from here, samples from there, samples from here, right? And they'll use that and create an idea or an assumption. But they can't. It's impossible to sample all the women. So based on your here and theirs, answer the question.
Yes.
Okay. So if this is your premise, then what he's saying, Mike, what we're saying probably doesn't apply because he's assuming that most of them are intentionally using coochie credit.